Welcome to the Captain's Log with me, Captain Christina Zamora from blogtrek.net. The Captain's Log is a podcast where I document my day and style it like a Star Trek episode. If you enjoyed the podcast, check out blogtrek.net where I have pictures, stories, and more. Hope you like this subspace transmission. Captain's Log, Stardate 07032021. After picking up some supplies from the Rayleigh outpost in the West Sac solar system, we discovered another Class M planet in the adjoining Solpar star system. We then decided to orbit the planet after our initial probe sent back a lovely image. My first officer took an away team to get a closer look at the unique geographic features. The planet has several unusually small caverns as well as an unorthodox labyrinth-like arrangement of iron ingots. The crew proceeded to take some soil samples before concluding their work. The crew and I rested on the dock for a bit before returning to our shuttlecraft. On our way back to the ship, I was asked the uncomfortable question of when or if I was gonna one day have a nice Galaxy class starship, a house. I attempted to redirect the question by indicating that our Miranda class ship, our apartment, had all the necessary amenities that our crew needed. Then, of course, the question shifted to what if. As captain, I don't like engaging in what if scenarios. The future is unpredictable. I'm typically pessimistic, mostly as a defense mechanism, about getting my hopes up, but I don't like to share that with the crew. Instead, I indicated to the crew that a Galaxy class ship would be nice, but emphasized that my priorities are more focused on how well we work as a crew and completing any missions assigned to us by Starfleet. Back aboard the ship, I was contacted by General Brandy of the Klingons and later Captain Eric of the Wiskians. Brandy and I are barely on speaking terms, but I've tried to go out my way to be forgiving and friendly. Supposedly, her shipless friend took some items of worth from Brandy's ship while she was in the Alpha Quadrant at my place and took off. Additionally, once again, we went back and forth as to why we don't get along. I don't want to be closely aligned with the Klingons. I can forgive the past, but it doesn't mean I don't learn lessons from the past and keep my distance from hostile civilizations. Speaking with Captain Eric is always a bit of a surreal experience. Just the way he carries himself over subspace. It's a very different dynamic than I have with anyone else. Chancellor Gregg refers to him as Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and it serves as a shorthand for what I should expect from the captain. Today, I mostly got to speak with Dr. Jekyll. Eric was lucid, funny, poignant, and sweet. Just describing the dynamic between Brandy and I to him, I couldn't help but realize how unhealthy it is. Like I told Eric, I was just having a case of Ponfar. Still, I can't help but think I opened the door to something I shouldn't have. Brandy has strong feelings for me, but they are unrequited. As for Eric, I'm at an emotional stalemate with him, as far as I'm concerned, until I meet him in person. He's a good, if at times volatile, friend. That's what will continue to be until further notice. Aside from them, I did have a bit of a skirmish with Ambassador Ray. For the sake of our uneasy alliance, I will be opaque about the specifics of the disagreement. Getting into a skirmish with the ambassador is very different than it is with others, as he doesn't come in with weapons, arms, and shields raised. Instead, it's more like having a disagreement with Garrick. There's a lot of subtext, implications, and plausible deniability. For a moment early on, he tried to turn the disagreement into a wider conflict that would have dragged others into the dispute, but wisely unsent some of his subspace transmissions. He never did officially concede the point, but did back down. I'm quite tempted to post the log of our conversation, as it would shine a very different light on him. Posting the logs would have nuked our alliance, though, and end of the day, I'm still optimistic that our alliance is a slight net positive. Plus, I'd rather not bring negativity to others if I can help it. Lastly, I need to remember to stick to my main mission objectives as outlined by Starfleet. I've let myself get sidetracked by others and I need to stay focused. I have a major presentation before the Daystrom Institute, the IDIC podcast, on the 17th, and other responsibilities I'm tasked with completing. Time to raise shields, get to work, and only respond to priority transmissions. This has been the Captain's Log. For more, you can visit blogtrek.net. Thank you for listening.